The next announcement is actually very important and has far reaching consequences, particularly it is something which will really benefit the small borrowers from the from the lending sector, from banks and other entities. At present, and that relates to key fact statement, that is KFS for retail and MSME loans and advances. At present, the loans and advances availed by borrowers, apart from including the rate of interest, also include other fees and charges such as the processing fees, documentation charges, etc. So as a result, what happens is that the customer, he knows that the loan carries an interest of so much percentage, but then there are other charges and fees, etc., which he pays upfront. Now that also needs to be loaded into the actual interest rate. So the customer has a clear idea that what is the actual annualized interest rate that he pays, and this is something on which as you are aware, as I have said a little earlier, customer centricity is something on which the Reserve Bank lays a great emphasis in the overall public interest. Now to enhance transparency in disclosure of such information, that is information on various charges, fees, etc., the Reserve Bank had mandated certain categories of lenders to provide the borrower a key fact statement, that is KFS, containing essential information such as all inclusive annual percentage rate and recovery, and also details of the recovery and grievance redress mechanism. The requirement of the key fact statement is now being extended to cover all retail and MSME loans. This measure will lead to enhanced transparency in lending and will enable customers in making informed decisions. The circular will be issued separately. Obviously, we have to give some time to the banks to comply with these requirements, because quite a few preparatory action needs to be taken at the end of the banks. Aadhaar-enabled payment systems, that is AEPS, has played an important role in financial inclusion by enabling customers to make digital payment transactions through service providers such as business correspondents. Given their significance, it is proposed to streamline the process for onboarding of AEPS service providers and introduce some additional fraud risk management measures. This measure will further strengthen the security of the AEPS system and enhance its robustness. The next announcement relates to principle based framework for authentication of digital payment transactions. Over the years, the Reserve Bank has proactively facilitated introduction of various mechanisms such as additional factor of authentication for securing digital payments. While no particular mechanism was specified by the Reserve Bank, SMS based OTP, that is one time password, has become very popular. With technological advancements, however, alternative authentication mechanisms have emerged in recent years. Therefore, to facilitate adoption of alternative authentication mechanisms for enhancing the security of digital payments, it is proposed to put in place a principle based framework for authentication of such transactions.